Hello, Collective. Welcome into Infinite Light and Love 888. I am Juka if you are new here, and we do have a lot of new viewers, new subscribers. So, thank you all for being here. I truly appreciate it, and I would love your feedback, your thumbs up, and let me know what resonates for you. I woke up yesterday morning with just an hour of downloads, and I sat down, I wrote everything down, and just let things marinate for a little bit here on this message. And I knew I was on the right track when I pulled the first card today, and it completely aligned with this message. So let me start here. I woke up with the thought of what's working and what's not. And a time, I don't know what to do with this, it's in my way. Uh, this is not working, right? What's working, what's not. And it may have felt as if you were in a time period or phase where you felt you'd lost your direction. Um, this was at 7:17 a.m. when I sat down to write it, and it feels like that number could be significant for someone. So 7:17 or sevens in general. This has been a little bit of a tricky and an overcast type energy that's been around us these last few days. And what was brought to my mind was that the eclipse last September, which was the 7th to 8th, there's that 7 again. We had the total lunar eclipse, which was in Pisces, and we also had in September a partial lunar eclipse in Virgo. And what they were guiding me to see is that something about this full moon we just went through, which was in Scorpio, it's something about the fact that Scorpio, which is typically that September time, September, October-ish time, is very present here in the spring. So it's typically an energy that's strong in the fall, and now it's strong in the spring. So it was bringing me to this polar opposites energy. And something about that is allowing us to look at what's working, what's not, and things could feel off. And yet it's like what can Scorpio energy bring to now that helps us open something up? Okay. So, with that being said, I wrote 2 entire full pages, so I'm going to guess, just letting you know right now, that this is probably going to go into 2 to 3 reading. Well, yeah. I kept hearing the number 3. I'm not sure if 3 is significant to that, but it feels like 2 to 3 readings, so is going to have a thread of this message in it. So you can always hit the bell button if this resonates with you and you want to hear more. So I was guided to the Moonology deck and just pull a Virgo card and a Pisces card. I felt like I had to look at the Pisces image, okay? So the card that came out, Virgo, is you are good enough. And then Pisces is meditate and contemplate. And as I was just pulling these out, I didn't shuffle for them. I was specifically pulling them. This card fell out, which is significant to this message. Have faith in your dreams. And I feel like that's the whole goal through this kind of look back at a time or a phase, look over what's going on and what is working and what's not. that is what this time period is most beneficial for us to do at this time. Oh, there went my pen. Now, what I was getting is that the Virgo energy was leading to the current. And I wanted to write the now, but what I heard was the current. And then I thought, oh, currents. We've had so much conversation lately about fascia and this change happening within our body and that we might feel it. I did a reading on that, I don't know, a week or two ago. And I thought, okay, this is starting to really all kind of come together. And it's to assist so that you can achieve. So there's something happening in the body that's helping clear out, release these toxins. And then as far as the Pisces went, hidden emotions and this fascia work. So the hidden emotions are being taken through these currents so that we can heal. And the Virgo is helping us organize now in this time frame. This Virgo energy, helping us organize those thoughts, what's working, what's not. Okay, got it? And then this tricky overcast. The words that I got were divine redirection. They're directing you inward to yourself, to your body, and taking us deep. With the assistance of Pisces, it's taking us deep into these emotions of what you truly want for your soul evolution. Okay? Now, the numbers 46, 64 could be significant. That was also part of the message that came up, and I was recognizing 1010, which we have been hearing a lot. And the year 2026 is the year of 10. So the one thing with that is you've got new beginnings, new paths, new direction, and then the 0. A lot of times 0 is overlooked, but 0 is a number in itself, and it is a void space. And I felt like they were telling me that that's what this year is going to be like. We're going to be able to see these new opportunities coming up. And then there will be a void space time where we sit within ourselves for that discernment of what's working and what's not. And then, is this new path right for me? And how am I going to do it? And this is finding that all within you without necessarily having external assistance. It's not like, well, what do you think? It's not one of those conversations. It's, what do you think? Have that intimate conversation with yourself. That's what this phase is assisting us with. Okay, so I asked to clarify these Virgo energies and then these Pisces energies. And this is what I got. So, again, with the Virgo, we have, you will be wearing, oh gosh, great. And I'm not going to be able to get them off the table. Okay, hold please. Where there's a will, there's a way. And that pause was perfect. I see the hummingbird just swarming or flying all around the tree that's out the window right in front of me. So something about this raised vibration and movement and getting out there and shifting. I feel like that goes along with this Virgo message. more active in our body, internally and actually, I'm hearing muscularly. Is that a word? You will be playing a different role. September, I couldn't even believe that card came. That just blew my mind that September came out when I'd already gotten the downloads of the moon energy in September. I was just blown away. And then we have forest, unmuddled, unclear thinking. Then we have the tower, a solid foundation and success with effort. Pineapple, reconciliation. A shark, take care. And I feel this is more towards the shark than what it says, but this could resonate for someone, so I'll say it. Take care, or there will be a loss of material wealth. And a broken bridge, unsuccessful outcome to a problem. And to what I'm picking up on is that you're playing this different role here. Like Scorpio's playing a different role now, right? And you also, looking back on that time, will be playing a different role now. And it's like we have the forest here, these trees, and then the unclear thinking. And even in September, it's also a lot of trees. So I feel like something about, and that's a very Virgo energy, earthy, right? And I feel like something about getting out into nature helps you dissipate the unclear thinking. And you're going to go back to those times of when maybe you may revisit those moments back then that was unclear. They might be coming up now for you to find your way. And the point of that is this solid sound foundation and reconciliation. You're reconciling your inner foundation, your root system, these trees. It's so important, the analogy of trees right now. You're reconciling something within, and you're releasing, as you ground, you're releasing the unclear thinking into the ground, and then taking up the wisdom and the nourishment that the earth provides for us. And then we have the shark and the broken bridge and an unsuccessful outcome. There may have been something that happened back in September that was kind of, a breakdown for you. So then we have the Pisces card. Okay. And this Pisces card, this swimming back and forth, it feels as if taking a look at things from different perspectives. We see it from this side view, we see it from this side view. Maybe you hang upside down. It's kind of a hanged man energy that's swimming. If you can imagine the hanged man swimming, that's what I feel about this Piscean energy right now. We have purse, pay attention to your finances, and time to act. Now, these were sitting side by side. Look how focused this lion is on this money. And that could be a real focus of yours. Again, finances, what's working, what's not. I feel like we're being asked to break down these sections of our life, our job, the career in general, our health, our finances, our family, our friends, our habits, what's supporting us, what's not. It feels like we're being asked to take a look at all of those. So after that, a money path is waiting for you. Those three all came out in a row. And they want you to take a look at your finances, of what's working and not, because there's this path open for you. And you're going to need to know that information. And what's not working in that area, you need to know so that you will see and understand if the path that opens is the one for you. Because remember, we have this tricky energy. I have a sneaky suspicion that we're going to be given trial runs, an opportunity to test our own skill of if something's right for us or not. That didn't come out in the message. That's just all kind of coming to me now, channeling in that it's like we need to know what we want. And when opportunities arrive, use that void space, that zero, to pause, meditate, contemplate, and feel. We get in the habit a lot of times of thinking, oh, well, let me weigh the odds. Fine, weigh the odds, write them out, and then feel them. You could even, I'm being given the idea that you write down, let's say your job. And then you put the good parts of the job in this hand, the bad part or not bad. The parts that don't align with you in this hand. Aligned, not aligned. And then just sit there and feel them. Feel your hand. See which hand is heavier or lighter. And start feeling into your body. We have you feel, again, feel. You feel something is lacking in your life, perhaps love, money, or goals. And the tankard, celebration, fun, and enjoyment. And these two came out together. I'm picking up on a couple different things. So you got to go deep on this for you. Okay? You figure out. And I'm hearing if you have a strong negative reaction to what I'm about to say, that's probably it. Okay? Sometimes that's the truth. I'm not that way. Yeah. At some level down here, there's probably something we're not seeing or don't want to accept. And I feel like that they're asking us to take a look at these sides of us that are creating more work for ourselves. That's what it feels like. Okay, so with this barrel and the tankard, I'm seeing two scenarios. You feel like something is lacking in your life. There's going to be two groups of you, I feel. You either do this or you don't do this. Something's lacking. So you're like, you know what? Screw it. I'm just going to go have some fun. And they're saying that theory is perfect. The theory of that is perfect. Where our downfall comes is that if we overdo that, And what the song, there's a song being brought to my mind. It's Pitbull. Pitbull. Um, my rent was due about a week ago, but I can't pay it though. Uh, Paraphrasing here because the exact words aren't coming to my mind. So I'm going to go out and have some fun. And all the money that they had put for rent, $500, $600, $800, $1,000, I don't know what was his rent, but all that money he went and just blew it at the club. So reasoning, discernment. You're in control of your own life. And can you do that theory in a way that actually assists you? Because I just saw 2112. Because the point is to step out of the stress of the money in this situation. Step out of that stress and like shake it off. Now we got Taylor Swift. Shake it off. You know, just like let the worries fall away. Maybe singing and dancing and music is the key here. The movement, right? Getting moving. That allows your fascia when you stretch, when you dance. It's moving your body. More importantly, you are the catalyst for your fascia inside to move and stretch. And that's where all of this healing flow runs through your body. It's mostly water, hydrating well. So there's something about that. So there's that scenario. And then there's the scenario of you won't allow yourself to do that and come out and enjoy and celebrate. There's a lot of things that you can do that you can go out and get out, and it doesn't cost you anything. You can stay on your goal and have fun. For example, like here in Vegas, there's 2 different places near me that one of them, every single day of the week, they have live entertainment starting at 8 o'clock. You don't have to do anything. You can go in there and get a glass of water. Maybe even tip the waitress $5 for keep me filled up on water, hydrate, and they have an opportunity where you can, they have the scan code that you can tip the entertainer. You know, give everybody $5. You can spend $10 and enjoy yourself, get out there and live a little without the whole spending the money on cocktails or mocktails, what have you. There's so many parks you can go to. Get out in movement. Just enjoy nature itself. Sit in the grass. Just sit down and feel it. You know what I'm saying. And you can find those types of things. Sometimes there's pop-up events, there's fairs, but I feel like Spirit is guiding us to see that okay, they're bringing to my mind. And the reason a lot of us don't do that is because you feel a fear of judgment. Like I'm hearing taking up space. You're allowed to take up space on this earth anywhere you want to. And that fear of judgment is only a fear. I mean, after all, you're supporting these people when you're there. Number one, through your energy. If your energy is in this, like the hummingbird, this elated state, you're sharing that energy, and other people are going to see it, and they're going to be enlightened as well. So that could be for someone. I'm not saying don't do that, because we all have free will. I'm saying that kind of hurts my heart to think that, okay? And then we move into the next cards. Good advice from a wise person and a secret admirer. And this kind of feels like to me that Spirit's watching over us. Like, I really like you. And I want you to do good, and I want you to do your best. And I'm here to support you in ways that you can meet your goal and have fun at the same time. That's the whole point here, is expanding in life and enjoying it. So, which kind of falls back into the have faith in your dreams, right? That's supporting your dream. Finding something to go out and do and enjoy that's within your budget. Maybe you don't have a budget at all, and that would be helpful. I hate budgets. I really do. And at the same time, I also see how it's beneficial when you have a mindset like, no, this will work, and because I have a goal to save this, I have a goal to pay this off, I have a goal to purchase this, I have a goal to go on a vacation, whatever it is for you, okay? Then the last of the tea leaves. So, in accordance with have faith in your dreams, the number one card is June. And look at these angels. Angelic support here. And summertime. Leading into the summer. And we have bird perched, waiting for news, package, or letter. And this feels like that waiting fees, waiting fees. Ooh, what? Waiting fees. It's costing you to sit here and keep waiting for something. Whoa. It's an energetic fee. Wow. Okay. When we look at it that way, it's costing you. Because I'm getting that there's a benefit to patience. And then there's also this overcompensating, using patience as an excuse. That was coming up yesterday. Like, because time to act. There are times to act. And there are times to sit back. And it's something about we need to be able to flow in and out of those a little bit easier, maybe. 917. I said 717. That number is significant here. So, here we go again. Come on. Not an unsuccessful plans. So I'm looking back at this broken bridge, unsuccessful outcome to a problem. And maybe you've been waiting for some information, like it says, news, package, or letter. And, or maybe you're just looking back, because I see the bird looking back at the knot. Maybe when you look back at this thing, it creates a knot, the fascia. It tangles it all up. That's what happens with your fascia. So your fascia is like a sticky substance that runs in and out and through your muscles, okay? And its job is to protect the muscle. So let's say you have an injury, and then so your fascia, it does this, right? Well, then the injury is over, your muscle's protected and you're fine, but the fascia, it's stuck. It's stuck. And until that gets released and opens back up and flows the way it's supposed to, it's in this knot, and it's trapping all of these fluids coming through your body are trapping and getting tangled in this knot. So that's one reason fascia work is so important. I personally, my arsenal is Fascia Blasters by Ashley Black. Love her. I have requested to be an affiliate. I am not yet. Waiting for information on that, but I fully support her and check that out if something about fascia interests you. Okay, then we have October. So that September-October time is really coming out, and it's going to play a part of our June. This is our future. Have faith in your dreams. So we want to clear out something from the past so that we can flow into the future. Then we have a box. You will receive a gift. Ear. Hear good news. Remember this bird sitting here perched waiting for something. A gift. You will receive good news. You are on the right path regarding some aspect of your life. And then bottom of the deck here is the bat. And that just reminds me, like, there's something here still hanging around. It's sticking around. It's stuck in a knot in this fascia. Symbolically or possibly physically. And this card that was on top as it's sitting here, it kept wanting to slide off. It kept falling, right? And I thought, how, like, it wants to go. It wants to leave. So let it. It's time. Because what's underneath is the nest. Emotionally secure. The card says an emotionally secure, loving family is important to you. I feel in this instance, Spirit really wants you to know that emotionally secure within yourself is what really matters. And that's your point of focus. And I had, when I cut the deck, table was right there. Support. So that's where we're going to stop this today. This is where this is all guiding. And Archangel Metatron definitely has been strong and helpful in this situation. Personal guides, you are ascending, you are rising up in your consciousness. And that was the card that I pulled today. And it's incredibly significant. So it goes along with this message. So I'm going to close that out with a message from the consciousness. It says to restore and deepen spiritual connections with the angelic realms, spiritual guides, and assisted masters, ascended masters. They're here assisting you. You are linked. This is a link to the spiritual realm, your consciousness, okay? The Ascension Healing Shield is linked to the spiritual realms. The purpose of the soul, can you see that? Yeah. The purpose of the soul is to experience while expressing an expanded version of divine love. You're out here bringing divine love everywhere you go. Along the path of spiritual ascension, a variety of spiritual tests exists in order for the soul to have ample opportunities for expansion. Some opportunities are preordained, that destined, right? While others occur spontaneously. But there is always assistance from higher realms. And being able to discern high frequency from low frequency energies is critical. And that's what you're being asked to see at this time. Start recognizing your high, your low, what's working, what's not. And then the more you see it within yourself, the more you're going to see it in others as well. Now, under this interpretation, there was 3 little things here that I thought went along with this message. Enhances alignment to high frequency angels, spiritual guides, and masters. It infuses ascension path codes with divine love, passion, and purpose, and it dissolves old contracts and misalignments that are blocking spiritual progression. The knot, right? So we're taking a look. I was getting the feeling of like, this is like midterms. This is year-end review kind of situation. It's time to look because our future, it's coming. And we want to be there in our highest frequency. We want to live it, be it, do it, see it. So I'm going to leave this here. The next video, I will link these together, or perhaps I'll put them in a playlist together because I don't know how many this is going to take. Like I said, I got 2 entire full pages of notes about messages that came through. So that's what I have today. Give you something to think about, something to meditate and contemplate on through this energy. And I hope that you have a beautiful day and go out there and lead with love. And I will talk to you soon. Bye now.